Welcome to the garden, guys.
Hello.
We are going to be harvesting some potatoes today. They have died off, at least the stems, and the stems are actually no longer there, so we figure it is time to harvest them.
Better do something if we're going to.
Now these were planted late. We were a little late on the game doing the garden thing this year as we were busy with the boys' bedroom, bathroom renovation.
Destroying the house. Yes.
So it was really hard to find time to get up here, and they were planted late. After the fact, after I planted them, I read that they are a cold variety, meaning they needed planted earlier, not later. So we don't know if they are going to be big, little, non-existent, existent. It'll be a surprise.
It will. So welcome to the worst way, wrongest way to plant potatoes and harvest fest on our property.
Let's go. I like your wagon, but it's not red.
Nope. The hardest part's grabbing them. It's not that they're that heavy, it's just... How do you grab them? It's like awkward.
You want to dump it?
Do you want to do one per?
Yeah.
Alright, let's take us to shade.
Okay.
Have wheels, we'll travel.
Oh. So I have always wanted one of these. This one is a red gorilla. It looks plastic cheap, but it's actually very sturdy. It doesn't feel like it's going to rip apart. So I'm going to use these to put my potatoes in that I'm digging out. Good, put them to some good use. Oh! We have gold! Not much.
And more.
It's a baby. Well, we have a handful of potatoes. They're like new potato size, very small, but I do like that. I think that might be because these are more cold weather potatoes and we put them out late, so they had more of the heat of the summer, but we still got some harvest. That is one of the bigger buckets. We have another 2 to go, so let's see what else we have.
This is awkward.
A lot better than I would have done. Oh, I see something. Oh, that one's rotten.
Real quick, we want to interrupt our video with a commercial from us. We have some new products coming to our little homestead store, and these are things that I'm making in the workshop. There was a teaser that Angela posted about a coaster. Well, I have the final ones done. I have taken the pictures, and they will probably be up whenever this video goes live too. So if you're interested in some stuff from our little homestead store, from property things that we've made, there'll be a link to that down below. And everyone who has ever bought anything or just watched our videos in general, thank you so much. You definitely make a difference in us doing what we're doing.
And our life.
Yep.
Thank you. I assume this is a rotten potato. I've not seen it like this before, but I'm finding like 8, 10, 12 of these. They also smell really bad. So is that from it being too wet? I don't know potatoes so much. We've not grown those as much.
I say yes.
But these haven't really been all that wet, so yeah, this isn't the one that didn't have holes, I don't believe. So, I don't know.
Oh, there's drain holes. There are a lot.
So actually we thought about it, and we think that those rotten things might be the original seed potatoes. They're about the same size, so maybe that's it. This is the last of the blue barrels. It was also the one that did not have any drain holes in it, so I expect it to be more wet. It'll be interesting to see if the potatoes are bigger in this one. Hey, and it's an ant's nest. Don't know if you can see it, but there's an ant nest in here. Oh, that one has holes in it. Over the fence. That one's nice though. No. Well, the more wet bed that did not have the drain holes did have bigger ones, and it had more in it. So that's a lesson for us. They need more water.
That's it for the blue barrels, but we have a couple of different containers up in our garden. We're just gonna take the wagon up there to it because it'll be easier than just carrying them back down here. So let's get the wagon, go up there, let you guys see the containers, and we'll see if we have better potatoes in this other style or not.
Gotta get my gloves back on. So I went and got one of my empty pots, and we're gonna see which one has more potatoes, the fabric pots or the blue buckets. So.
Don't you hate the bolts sticking up on the bottom of this thing? Mm-hmm. Makes it a nightmare to shovel out of. Mm-hmm.
Biggest one. That looks like the biggest one so far, and it's in a fabric pot. Get some squash bugs.
Eat them.
I am going to stick these in our greenhouse to dry a little bit since they are still coated in dirt. I am not going to wash them, but maybe just brush the dirt off after they're good and dry.
You totally look like farmer or American Gothic person with a random blue barrel in her.
Oh, that would be the boys.
That's a
They
toy.
like to roll them around everywhere.
Yep. You know how in the zoo they give gorillas like tires to play with? Our children
We have barrels.
drag barrels out. All right, what do you think the verdict is?
I think they grew better in the fabric pots. There may not have been as many, but they were bigger, so,
Yeah, I think they did grow better in the fabric pots.
which is surprising.
It is. I didn't think that they would get enough water or moisture for them to grow, but it seemed like whatever was in there did grow larger.
One thing with the fabric pots is whenever you would water them heavily with like the water hose or whatever, you could see the water coming out all around the bottom because obviously it's porous or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, we didn't think it held on to enough of the water to do as much.
Pretty cool. This is our first year using these fabric style containers or pots, whatever you want to call them. And so far, I'm pretty pleased with them. They are very durable, or at least a lot more durable than I thought they would be. We filled up some of these 20-gallon ones full of fresh dirt, well, soil, and heavy stuff, and we were still able to carry it by the handles.
They didn't rip, break, look like they were going to at all.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see how well they last throughout the years, or a couple of years, however long they last. I guess it'll be cool to see. I don't know how well they would handle being able to be hit by a string trimmer. So my personal preference is I like the blue plastic barrels because I don't have to be as careful around them when I mow or weed eat.
Where we have the fabric pots they're on the ag fabric, so they don't have the grass growing up that we need to weed eat around them. So that's kind of a bonus for just where they're at. We have grown mixed flowers and then carrots in the 20-gallon ones, which are twice as big as the ones that you saw in this video. They have another month or so to go for the carrots, but I'm sure we'll show you what some of those are. Although Elijah has been sneaking through and getting them, even though they're only like this big and not even as big as my pinky, he gets them out and eats them. So hopefully we'll have enough to harvest full-size ones. But they seem to be growing really well in those pots as well.
Yeah, I think for anyone who doesn't have the option to get the blue barrels like we did, and we picked them up locally, so it was kind of a luck of the draw type thing, these fabric pots seem to be a really good solution. They're affordable, so far they seem durable, and apparently grow better potatoes. So while you were digging through the bucket of dirt, I went and shot a little bit of footage of your flower garden. It's looking really, really good.
The sunflowers are popping.
They are. Now here's something interesting I've noticed about all the sunflowers we have. They don't face south. I would have thought they would have faced the sun, which is that way. But it seems like they're all facing northwest, which is great because from here they point right at the house and we can
They
see them
do.
out the windows. But I never ever would have guessed that. Now of course there's some going here and there, but the majority of these sunflowers across all the varieties you have face northwest. So
Weird.
never would have thought that. I don't know. Any sunflowerologists out there, you can tell me why, or if you have sunflowers, check them. Do yours face northwest generally? It's something good to
Get
know.
out a compass. And
Yeah, but it's something good to know. If we ever, or when we do more sunflower and flower beds, I mean, you know,
where we're going to put them.
don't think they're going to face south, apparently. Watch them face south next year. All right, guys. Well, hopefully you enjoy getting to see us harvest our minuscule potato harvest. We'll have to be careful and not eat all those in one dinner, but it was cool to see the difference between the plastic barrels and the fabric pots. There's a link to the fabric pots down below if you're interested in getting them. And like we said earlier, the blue barrels, they were kind of a used thing locally, so unfortunately I can't give you a link to those. Although I think Amazon does sell them, but I mean,
Whoa.
wow.
Shipping.
Big price. Actually, I'll link one if I can find it, and you can see how ridiculous that is.
Well, guys, thanks for watching, and leave us a comment below. We love to read them, and we'll see you guys next time on the homestead.
See ya.
Bye.
Hey, it's tater time. Let's go. Different gloves?
Yes.
Are those grocery store gloves?
I don't remember where I got these.
Uh-oh, getting fancy. Low angle video. Sounds bright.
I have always wanted one of these.
You gotta talk louder. We are
Okay.
outside and the kids are in the pool. While Angela is digging in the dirt for the last of the blue barrels, we'll let you guys know we have some trash in the background. Dang it. Nope. Didn't work like I was thinking. Here, since you're going to be talking more, I don't want it to be a Sam show. You're fine.
Okay.
All right. What do you think the verdict is?
I think they grew better in the fabric pot.